Today I'm reviewing the Samsung Q-Series Soundbar HW-Q600F 3.1.2 with subwoofer. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this soundbar in a typical living room setup with my TV, watching shows, movies, and streaming music, across everyday lighting and seating arrangements. This review reflects real use over several sessions, not just spec comparisons. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a high-end, component-style home theater system with separate amps and discrete surrounds. If your priority is theater-grade audio with full modular expansion, this isn't that tier. What the HW-Q600F aims for is richer, more immersive sound than typical TV speakers, with added depth from the included subwoofer and enhanced spatial features like adaptive sound and SpaceFit Sound Pro. In regular use, sound quality feels fuller than the TV's built-in speakers. Dialogue comes through clearly without shouting over background effects, and mid-range response feels balanced for both voices and music. The 3.1.2 configuration with upward-firing channels adds a sense of high-Dolby Atmos content that's more convincing than basic stereo bars. It doesn't mimic a full surround speaker array, but it clearly widens the sound field. The included subwoofer makes a meaningful difference compared to soundbar-only solutions. It adds deeper low end that's practical for explosions, music bass lines, and environmental effects in movies. The bass isn't floor rattling in the way dedicated high-end subs can be, but it's proportionate to the soundbar and avoids sounding thin. For many living rooms, it removes the need for a second sub right away. Features like Q-Symphony matter in practice when you pair the bar with a Samsung TV that supports it. Dialogue and effects mesh better with the TV's speakers, and there's a cohesive feeling across the front soundstage that feels more integrated than isolating the bar alone. For rooms with compatible gear, that synergy adds value. Adaptive Sound and SpaceFit Sound Pro help the system tune itself to both content type and room acoustics. In real environments, this keeps audio balanced between scenes without needing manual equalizer tweaks. It's not a magic fix for every room, but it simplifies getting a reasonable sound profile without fiddling for minutes. Now for limitations. The system's overall power and low-end extension, while better than basic bars, don't match more expensive flagship models or larger dedicated home theater stacks. In very large rooms or for listeners who crave maximum impact and boom, additional or larger subwoofers still deliver more presence. While the high channels improve immersion, they don't replace true discrete surround speakers placed around the room. You get a sense of overhead space, but it's more approximate than a full surround setup. Compared to simpler 2.1 or 3.1 soundbars in the same price range, the HW-Q600F feels more complete overall, with deeper bass and a broader sound field. Against more premium solutions with additional dedicated surrounds and bigger subwoofers, it's not as dynamically explosive, and that distinction shows when you push volume more in very dramatic movie scenes. Where this system makes the most sense is for buyers who want to step up from TV speakers without complex wiring, appreciate added bass via subwoofer, use Samsung TVs that support Q-Symphony, want more spatial Atmos enhanced playback in everyday viewing. It's less ideal for buyers aiming for full discrete surround speakers or those who prioritize max output in large rooms. Here's the evaluation from real use. The Samsung HW-Q600F delivers balanced, richer audio with meaningful improvements in depth and clarity over the TV alone. It doesn't replace a full home theater stack, but it's a practical, capable middle ground for most living room setups. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.